Just like day 4, day 5 of the Paragliding Pre-World Cup in Billing did witness perfect weather for flying. After task 4 had been successfully completed, the pilots were now looking to improve their performance in order to put themselves on the top of the leaderboards. Here's exactly what task 5 had in store for every one of them.
The weather conditions in Billing have been perfect for flying since the past couple of days, and the pilots will want to add that to their advantage in order to improve their performances. And Task 5 of the Paragliding Pre-World Cup did give them that perfect opportunity. But before they could take off, a briefing could help even more.
Today it's 68 kilometres, about 10 kilometres longer than yesterday. So we're starting here as always. And the race start, it's a 4 kilometre cylinder around B32. So the pilots need to wait around the cylinder, and they need to be inside the cylinder after the start time. So that cylinder is round about here. After that, it's all the way up to another 4K cylinder around B15, which is about here. And then back all the way along to the railway station above Jogindernagar. At this time it's a 1 kilometre radius. We're not expecting any problems with clouds, so we can keep the cylinder quite small, so we can go very close to the waypoint. After that it's to B04, just a couple of ridges over there. It's the Red Temple. Again, it's a 1 kilometre radius, and this time this is where the clock stops.
While a bit of information on the weather is always an added advantage.
Looks like a classic Bir day with clear skies in the morning, some really high base developing along the spine here, around the 4,000, maybe almost 5,000 meters. Looks good in the valley as well with a 3,000 meter base. The lift index is a little bit weaker today, so might be some slower climb rates. We do have the west wind as the primary component. However, this morning we have some east quite strong to start us off with. Looks like we'll have a little bit of a northwest wind influence at the upper elevations, which is a precursor of the cold air mass coming our way, which might bring some snow in the next coming couple days up high in the elevations. Looking good for a task. They've set a long one. I think everybody's going to have a lot of fun making circles in the sky.
The pilots were now ready for takeoff, as another great day of flying is what all of them were looking forward to. With different strategies, these pilots covered a total distance of 68 kilometers. However, a fantastic day of flying had to come to an end as the participants got back to base with a mission successfully accomplished.
Wow, it was amazing. I mean, like the start was a little bit slowly, and I already thought that the conditions are not so great like yesterday, but then it's all moved and it was amazing flight, really.
It was lovely, really nice conditions, very interesting conditions. So me and Matt Senior went a long way behind the start into some big mountains at the beginning, and he got to 4,800 metres. So we thought we'd have a big advantage at the start, and it didn't really translate like that. But a great race, some shade over the course, which made it difficult to climb at times. So we had to change gears and go very slowly sometimes. And after about 20-30 kilometres, I was able just to get a few hundred metres in everybody, and then I was able to make that stick for the rest of the race.
It was very interesting flight. You know, you need to be very smart decision making because don't need to push too much. That's what I did after my yesterday's. You know, I messed up yesterday a little bit. Today, you know, I did well. You know, nice. I didn't push too much. I'm happy with my performance. This is what I wanted, you know, because I know that the top podium, I have kind of risky, you know.
Well, today was a much bigger task. We went a little bit further to the west towards Palanpur, and because we haven't had the overdevelopment, we were able to do a much bigger task, and it was really fun racing. Jamie and I were neck and neck for quite a bit of it, and then he was able to do a 360 on top of some terrain, and I had to do some S-turns, and that was what separated us. And for the rest of the day, I was trying to chase the rabbit.
We're in goal here after the third task, an 80-kilometre task, slightly stable conditions, but really nice. I mean, Bir is really showing itself to be a true racing venue. Very tight racing. There was lots of gaggles, lots of jumping. Jamie won the day. I came in second.
It was a really spectacular task today. Really, really enjoyed it. There was lots of decisions to be made, especially at the start. A couple of really clever pilots headed back into the big mountains, got very high, and they had a fantastic start. I didn't have a good start today. I was a little bit behind, so I struggled a little bit, but then I made some good moves on the way back and was able to catch a lot of people up. So either first or second in the women's today, I'm happy. I was first woman yesterday, but on the first day I made a big mistake coming into goal, unfortunately. I was ahead of everyone and pushing too much, getting a little bit low, then the shade came in, and unfortunately I landed just short of speed section. So I'll get really punished for that points-wise, but we have one more day, so maybe possible still. Let's see. It's going to come down to the wire.
A show of acrobats is always a stress buster. The results for Task 5 are as follows. Jamie Messenger was back in the scheme of things in the open category, followed by Adam Hill and Matt Senior. In the women's category, Claudia Bulgakov finished on top of the standings, seconds ahead of Isabella Messenger, while Daria Krasanova finished in third place. Ajay Kumar Sharma was a clear winner in the Indian category, while Gurpreet Dinsa finished in second and Vijay Soni in third. While the sports category saw a new leader in Antoine Lawrence, Jim Mallinson finished second, while Pavel Titov had to be satisfied with third. The leaderboards after tasks 2, 4 and 5 are as follows.
Well, Task 5 may have been successfully completed. However, Task 6 will really decide the fate as to who will really reign supreme at the Paragliding Pre-World Cup. Do stay tuned to Neo Prime and Neo Sports for all the updates from Himachal Pradesh.